Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create your very first iOS app using Xcode and Cursor AI. We are also going to use Perplexity AI to give us the app idea that we want to create. So to begin this process, you're going to need Xcode and you're going to need Cursor AI. If you have not watched the video that I made on how to download and install Cursor AI on macOS, go and watch the video and learn how to download and set up Cursor AI on your Mac operating system. For Xcode, you are going to come to your App Store. I already have Xcode here on my machine, but if you don't, come to the App Store and then search Xcode. This is the one that you're going to be downloading. So Xcode is used for development within the Apple interface. That will be the first tool that you're going to download. If you don't have Cursor AI, you're also going to open your browser, open a new instance of Chrome, and then I'm going to search Cursor AI. Download it for Mac OS. Those are the two key tools that you're going to need for this purpose. I have the two apps that we need, so I'm going to X out of that, and then I'm going to also X out of this. To get the ideas for the app that we're going to create, I'm going to launch Perplexity AI. If you don't have Perplexity AI, you can also just download it and install it on your Mac operating system. So here on Perplexity AI, I'm going to give it a prompt. Let's say we are an investor and we are looking to invest in the stock market, and we want to create an app that is able to actually do research for us and recommend stocks that we are going to buy. Prompt Perplexity, act as an expert investor that fully understands the ins and outs of the stock market. Create an app plan that I can use to research and get accurate recommendations on which stocks to buy. That is our basic prompt. We want Perplexity AI to act as an expert investor that fully understands the ins and outs of the stock market. And we want Perplexity AI to create an iOS app plan that I can use to research and get accurate recommendations on which stocks to buy. Using Xcode and Cursor AI, be as comprehensive as possible. This is our prompt. So we are going to prompt Perplexity AI to give us the plan for the app, and then we are going to use that to actually get Cursor AI to write the code for that app. So I'm going to send. Comprehensive iOS stock market app plan. Objective: to develop an iOS app using Xcode and Cursor AI that provides users with accurate stock recommendations, real market data, and advanced analysis tools to make informed investment decisions. The app will include the following features: predictive analysis tool. That tool will utilize AI and machine learning to analyze historical stock data and predict future trends. The second feature will be real-time market data that will provide up-to-the-minute stock prices, trading volumes, and market indicators. The third feature will be advanced charting tools that includes technical analysis tools like moving average, trend lines, and oscillators for identifying patterns. The fourth feature will be custom watch list that allows users to track favorite stocks and receive updates on their performance. Push notifications that alert users about stock price changes, earnings reports, and market events with customizable settings. The sixth feature for this app will be educational resources that offers articles, videos, and interactive courses for beginner and experienced investor. The eighth feature for this app will be social trading features that enables users to follow successful investors and replicate their trades. And the final feature will be AI-powered recommendations that provide personalized suggestions based on preferences and risk tolerance. For the front end, we're going to need the Swift iOS development programming language to write the code. All of that will be written using Cursor AI. And then we're going to use the UI kits like Swift UI for UI design. In terms of backend, we're going to need Python, Django, or Node.js for server-side logic. Or we can use Firebase or AWS for cloud storage. In terms of APIs, we're going to need the stock market data API, payment gateways API, and AI/ML libraries like TensorFlow or PyTorch. In terms of tools, we are going to again need Xcode, and then we are going to need Cursor AI for generating the code and the UI design automation. For development workflow, there will be a market research that analyzes existing stock apps and gather information and feedback. We will need to define features, prioritize essential features based on market research, ensure scalability by planning for feature integrations. The third development workflow will be design and UI. It's a lot of things that will go into this app. This plan ensures a feature-rich app tailored to modern investors while leveraging cutting-edge technologies like Cursor AI to optimize development efficiency. We're just going to copy this entire plan that Perplexity AI has given us and to use that as a prompt for Cursor AI. Given that we have our plan, I'm going to get started here by launching Xcode. The Xcode interface is also very simple. You can create a new project, you can clone a Git repository, or you can open an existing project. In this case, we are going to be creating an iOS app, so I'm just going to click Create Project. Make sure that you are under iOS, select iOS, and then I'm going to click on App, and then I'll click Next. Practical Tech Lessons abbreviation PTL.stock research app. UI, the language will be Swift, and then we're just going to click Next, and we are going to put that document on our desktop. So here on desktop, I'm just going to create a new folder and I'll call it Stock Research App, and then I'll click Create. So now we have a Stock Research App folder on our desktop. I'll click Create again. Here's our iOS app with the hello world icon. So just by creating the project using Xcode, it already gives us this piece of code using Swift that writes this hello world program for us. So as you can see here, this is the app itself, and if you want to see it, you just click play here, and then you can see that here's the iOS app in the background. Wait for the iOS app to load, and then once it loads, we're going to get our hello world. Now I'm going to open Cursor so that we can start building the app. Launch Cursor AI, and then we are going to open the same project, the Stock Research app on desktop that we created. Click on Open Project, and then I'm going to open the Stock Research app, and then I'll just click Open. So now we have the Stock Research app open here on Cursor. Make sure that you're within this content view for Swift, and this is the simple hello world program that was just written here using Xcode. Okay, so we are going to delete all of this code. We'll delete that and then grab the plan that Perplexity gave us. I'm just going to copy. I'll copy this entire app plan that Perplexity gave us, and then I'm going to come over here to Cursor AI, and I will do Command+V to paste all of that. Send it. As you can see, it is writing the code. It has written all of this code for us for the app that we're about to build. Let's see. Let me accept, and then we are going to go and play the app and see what the user interface looks like. It is taking all of the information that we received from Perplexity AI, and it is interpreting that and writing the code for the app. We'll scroll down and then accept. Now we can go back to Xcode and play the app and see what it looks like. Here is Xcode. I'm going to play it again. Replace. We have a stock research app that looks just like regular stock applications that exist on the homepage. You have portfolio summary, market overview, AI recommendations, and latest news. These buttons are actually not functional. Let me minimize this and minimize this so that we can just focus on the app itself. So this is the app that was just created by just giving the prompt. Actually, these tiles should be clickable to take me to details of portfolios and all of that. It's something that we can change. Here you have the market trending stock. It's giving me a list of different trending stocks and list of different cryptocurrencies. And here you have the watch list. Here is the analysis. Here is the profile. Normally these things should be working, but we'll continue to build on this. We can update the tiles on the home page to be clickable. So let me go back to Cursor, and then we will say update the code so that the tiles on the home button are clickable, and I will hit send. It will go ahead and do its thing. We'll just wait for it to update the code. It has updated the code, so we are just going to accept the changes. We'll accept this change, then we're going to accept this one, we'll accept this one as well. Just go through and accept all of the changes. Accept. Now let's see if the tiles are actually clickable. So now I'm going to go back and launch Xcode. We'll launch Xcode again, and we're going to play the app again. Replay. So I said I want these to be clickable. Let's see if they're clickable. Now you can see they are actually clickable. So if you click, it takes you back and forth between the different pages. So you can see, you go into your portfolio, you click here, it takes you to the details of the portfolio, and you can click back, go to market overview, and as you can see here, everything works. Read more. Okay, these news article links are not working properly, so we can actually go ahead and tell it to make the links to work so that we can actually click on these articles and read them. Let me go back. So these links are clickable, and we're going to go back and ask that you should also update the code for the market tab so that we can click into individual stocks for details. I will say update the code for the market tab. One can actually click to see the details of the listed trending stocks, and then I'll click send. We're going to go back again and test it to see if it works. The changes have been written along with the explanation. Review changes, accept. So instead of me going like I did the first time, going back and clicking each section of change one by one to accept or reject it, this time I'm going to just click here to accept the edited file. And once you click accept here, you should accept all of the changes so that you're not going in and clicking one after the next. So now let's go back and launch the app and see what else we can fix or what functionality we need to update next. So we'll launch Xcode again. Disregard this error. Play. We're going to play the app and we'll say replace. The functionality that we asked it to replace was to make sure that on this market tab, we can click on different stocks to see the details of the trending stocks. Now you have a button here. Let's try clicking on that. You can see I have key details. You can see key statistics about the stock. Market cap 2.5 trillion. Price per equity ratio. We're going to ask Cursor AI to do one more change before I go, but this is how you can easily ask Cursor AI to create you an app and then keep asking for more updates to make the app what you want it to be. Now I'm going to ask it to update the latest news section of the home page. You can see when I click on latest news, I see the headlines, but I don't have the ability to click to read the actual news article. I'm going to prompt Cursor AI again to update this latest news so that I can click and go to the actual news article for this section of the app. So we'll go back again to Cursor AI and then we're going to prompt it to update this so that it is clickable and we can actually go take a look at the news article. So our update will be on the home page in the latest news section. Update the latest news articles to link to an actual news article about that specific headline. So here we're simply going to say on the home tab in the latest news section, update the code so that anyone using the app can actually click to read more about the headline of the news article. And then we're going to click send. It will go ahead and do its thing. As you can see here, it is doing its magic. After that is done, we're going to go ahead and accept. Okay, it has done its magic and it is writing the explanation for the changes. Each time it makes an update, it gives you the explanation for the changes so that you understand the changes. Here you can see I have updated the news section to make articles clickable and added a comprehensive news article view. Here are the key changes. Changes have been made to navigation integration, to news article view feature, to the UI improvement, and new components have been added. So each time it goes ahead and make a change, it documents what change it has made so that you're aware of the changes that have been made. Now you can review the changes by clicking here, or you can simply accept or reject here. So here I'm just going to accept in one click, or you can go step by step, click accept here, go to the next line of code that has been changed and click accept. That is tedious. You have this button that will accept all of the changes, so I'll click it. All of the changes have been accepted and applied to the code. So I'm going to come back again to Xcode, and I'm going to simply rerun it again. Click replace. It will update the code on the Xcode side and it will launch the app. I'm going to go test that functionality that I asked for. On the home tab, I want to be able to click to the news articles. So if I click on this section, now you can see I have details about the news article. Click back and click the next article, and then I can see the major details for those headlines. You have related articles here at the bottom. You can also click through and read. So this is now becoming much more of a functional app that you can actually use. There are still issues with it. It is not perfect. This is also just dummy text. We can continue to prompt it to give us more of what we want. For now, I'm going to end the video here, but this was how to create your iOS app using Cursor AI and Xcode. And as you can see, the app that we just created is functioning, and we can continue to ask it to update different things. And once we're satisfied with the output for the app, we are going to publish it to the App Store. This was how to use Xcode and Cursor AI to create a stock research app. No, stock research is something that is very detailed. So this is just scratching the surface of what this particular application can be. There are lots of changes that we need to make for this app to become fully functional. For now, as you can see, the app is working so far for what we have decided to build. It is working, as you can see here, and I can click through, and if in case there is functionality that I don't like, I will simply ask Cursor AI to update the code, and then I can have that update reflected on my app. Again, this was how to use Cursor AI and Xcode to create your first iOS app. If you don't have ideas on what to create, you can always use any of these text-based AI tools like Perplexity or like ChatGPT to prompt it to give you app ideas on the particular app that you want to create. Once you start creating your app, continue to prompt Cursor AI to make updates as you see fit until your app is ready for publishing to the Apple iOS App Store. This is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.